this week saying, oh, he might not get out till February 2021. Has he spoken to you at all?
I spoke to him this morning. That ain't happening.
No.
He's fighting this year. He doesn't want that, and I don't want it for him, and he certainly doesn't want it. And he wants that fight to happen this year by hook or by crook, or if not, another fight.
And is that something, because obviously you're his UK promoter in the deal with Top Rank, is that something then you'd get him on maybe one of these shows, or would it?
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, we want to fulfil his contractual commitment, but he's not going to wait till February. That can't happen.
And is it a case of him wanting to have something to aim for? Because we know Tyson is so much more.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to Dave. He was quite frustrated the day when that came out, and it came out. I mean, I was unaware of it. It came out of the blue, but he doesn't want it, and we don't. And he said to me, "I want to fight this year." So that's my job to make sure he fights this year.
Did he name any names? I know he's normally.
No, we didn't even get these. He wants to honour his contractual commitment. That's what he wants to do.
Who would you like to put him in there if you could?
Anthony Joshua.
Straight away?
Yeah.
Even at the moment,
what fight does everybody? Let's cut through.
Yeah.
What's the fight everybody wants to see? Everybody. I don't want to hear about Dillian White. I don't want to hear about all these guys. The fight everybody wants to see, that is the fight. Any world boxing, but certainly British boxing fan, that's the fight we all want to see. All the others, you got that list, and you put it out a poll on BT and said, right, vote for what fight. No one would vote. I don't believe hardly anyone would vote for the other fights. And if we did that, let's get the Dillian White against Daniel Dubois. Let's get to Joe Joyce against Chisora. Let's give the fans what they want.
Those are the words of Frank Warren, people. Okay, Frank Warren is the co-promoter of Tyson Fury. And he said he spoke to Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury was like, no, I want to fight this year. I don't want to push this shit to 2021. Why? Okay? He wants to fight this year. If it can't be Deontay Wilder for whatever reason, if Wilder's camp is not ready by the time that he wants to fight, okay, so be it. Okay? He wants to fulfill his contractual agreement. That's what he's supposed to do. But waiting. And here's the elephant in the room in this situation, okay? I just dropped the video about a possible cancellation of that fight. You have Shelly Finkel on Deontay Wilder's side saying they're going to fight this year. Now you have Frank Warren that says no. He wants to honor his contractual agreement. He wants to fight this year, and he is Tyson Fury. What's the contrast? Who's saying the opposite? Bob Arum. Okay? Bob Arum brought this up. He mentioned this. He suggested, hey, that maybe this fight should be pushed for the fans. Okay? It's nothing set in stone. It's just really a desire from Bob Arum to have this fight next year because they want to push it out of the Corona season. I get it. But who's to say the Corona season won't be around in February of next year? Okay? Because we're looking at September, October, November, December, January, February. That's 6 months. Who knows what the coronavirus will produce or how it will go, okay, at that time. How it will be. We don't know that. So why would we wait for a particular supposed time frame when the coronavirus won't be as active as it is now? Because you're waiting on something that you don't know when it's going to end. Okay? And I know Frank Warren didn't want to say anything that's contrary to Bob Arum. That's why he didn't mention Bob Arum. But knowing what we all know, Bob Arum was the person that wanted that fight next year. Okay? And, of course, back to Frank Warren, he was like, hey, I want this fight. I want AJ. Let's cut the shit. I want AJ in there with Tyson Fury. Why are we waiting for a contractual agreement if people are not ready? But the question he should be asking himself is, why is Bob Arum saying what he wants, confusing the formation of what Tyson Fury wants? See, Tyson Fury is the fighter. Okay, I don't know the relationship between Tyson Fury, Frank Warren, and Bob Arum, but I know, normally it's supposed to go what the fighter desires, the promoter has to get produced. Okay, the promoter produces results from what the fighter's desire is. Okay, so it's not the other way around. And I think Bob Arum has been around long enough that he confuses that logic. Okay, he confuses the fact that I work for the fighter instead of the fighter working for me. However, and whatever it used to be back in the day, I think he didn't get the memo. So Tyson Fury saying one thing, Frank Warren saying one thing, that sides that looks, similar to what Tyson Fury is saying. But then you have Bob Arum saying a totally different thing. Like, oh, I want it to be next year. I'm like, okay, I think you should get with the program and get with what your team and what your fighter wants. That's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.